Well, I'm going to do a video on a 64 Ford short bed pickup. We got old Grumpy all cleaned up and filled his tanks with new gas. Truck is running, driving real good. But I just wanted to show you guys this. This is a nice old truck. And these guys, both Terry and Gary, this is another truck we got from them. It's going to be, well, I haven't made the video yet, but it'll be in the last video I made. I don't know, actually I got 2 videos to make. Anyway, this will be in one of the previous videos to this one. We already showed it running and driving. This thing goes like crazy. It's got a couple dents on it, but pretty nice truck. Other than that, it goes down the road real nice. But I wanted to show you this one because I was actually out at Gary and Terry's with my trailer and gopher, and I forgot to bring my remote. So Terry said, "Oh heck, take that old white Ford and go get your remote." And you look at it and you'd think this thing would sound all sputtery and everything when you start it up, but it doesn't. Nice truck. I like it. He won't be selling this one though, I can guarantee you that. This is his driver. Looks to me like about a 67, 68 Ford. But look at it, it's pretty nice. And it sounds sweet too. 4-speed, goes up and down the road real nice. Yeah, little tour of the classic truck ranch. These are the ones that still got to come out of the bushes over here. These are the ones that came out of the bushes, and now the bushes are trying to get them again. Got a cure coming for that. Absolutely. Anyway, not gonna film while I'm driving down the road, but I'll show you the 64 Ford short bed that I'm hauling home today. And yes, I do want to sell this truck. Matter of fact, I want to sell a whole bunch of trucks, so don't think I'm one of those guys that's got to hold on to it, because I'm trying to get my building up, and there's more trucks out there that I can rescue later. That's what we do. Classic Truck Rescue. I'll be back. I can see I gotta adjust the tensioner on my new gate that I built. It happens. You put them up, they sag a little bit. You gotta tighten this up, tighten that. But it opens a lot wider than the other ones that we've had, and I like it. Let's go get this 64 Ford short bed. Kind of a hot rod truck. Pretty cool. Yeah, that is a fun to drive old truck right there. It goes down the road like butter too. But this is what we came to get. And if you've been following my videos, you've seen this truck a couple of times. But and doesn't it look nicer out here? This guy's got. What do I think? You like that? I love that truck. I was just I filmed it at my place, and I was telling everyone, this is nice. Yeah, I just told everyone it goes down the road like butter. What year is that?
67.
Terry? 67. Yeah. What's it got in it?
390.
390, 4-barrel, 4-speed.
Put together.
Yeah, he put it together right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice truck. I almost wanted to keep going. I didn't want to turn in the driveway. Anyway, this is a 60. Gary, tell me about this 64 again.
That's got a 289 in it. 2-barrel, automatic.
289, 2-barrel automatic. C4 or C5?
It's a C4.
64 Ford F100 short bed. Huh?
68 289 automatic.
Oh, but it is a 64 truck.
Yeah, 64.
68 289 C4 automatic.
2-barrel.
2-barrel.
Purrs like a kitten.
Pretty solid, but you say it has low oil pressure.
It doesn't have any at all when it's hot. It needs rod and mains in it. And
it's rod and main bearings.
And a high volume pump.
Okay, but so it's not a rebuilt motor?
No, they just put a steel gear and chain in it before Gary bought it.
Okay.
And
So it needs an oil pump and some lower bearings to be right and bring the oil pressure up.
Yeah, I've done a lot of 289s like that. You get one that's wore out. They don't burn oil and the heads are good. Just put rod and mains in it and a high volume oil pump and wear it out forever.
Okay.
Never go bad.
And I take this guy's word on the Ford stuff because he's got some nice Fords. And I just drove one of them and it scoots. Oh, not that I scooted it, but
you don't have to. It's got a steel gear and chain.
I was surprised.
And this thing here just needs to be pushed inside and finished.
Well, either someone will get it from me and finish it, or it'll get pushed into my shop if it's still sitting there when my shop gets up. We just started yesterday. They came out and drilled all my holes for my posts. I had 16 tons of gravel dropped off. I'm going after it.
Wonderful.
Tomorrow I'm going after a crane to that I'm going to be able to keep on my property, and a bucket truck, and that'll speed things up. And
these little shortcuts are.
And it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting hard to find. You got to shove it forward as you go down. Gotcha.
Hey Gary, should we give him those new hinges?
Yeah, just we'll give them to him. I'm not gonna need it.
I won't turn them down.
Oh, they're brand new. I got them hanging in the garage.
So, but Gary, tell me about the wheels. You were saying you had these custom made for it or something?
Francis Keys made them.
Marvin Keys' dad made it 50 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe they're Chrysler Outers and early Ford pickup centers.
And the back ones are narrower than, I mean, the back ones are wider than the front ones. And I think they look great on there.
He drilled it so the tube sticks out the side.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So you don't have to reach around the
that's nice.
Yeah. And then 46 Ford or 39 Ford hubcaps.
What kind of rear end's in it? The stock rear end?
Yeah, 9-inch.
9-inch?
Originally, the pickup is the Alyeska truck from Alaska.
The what?
Alyeska.
What's that?
On the pipeline.
On the pipeline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where it came from.
I probably drove that son of a bitch.
So this truck worked on the Alaskan pipeline?
Yeah.
That's cool to know.
Yeah.
I've got another truck that came from Alaska. We call it the Hunchback. Oh. And it's a 1-ton, and they shorten it and put one of those steel boxes on the back, and it's 55 GMC, and they used to use it to haul mobile homes and the offices, mobile offices and stuff around.
I'll be dang.
Yep. So, and where's the seat for it?
It's right there.
Okay, so we got the seat for it. It's been modified to accept the automatic transmission. Gary's got a column right there that doesn't have the 3 in the tree thing going on. And dash looks pretty nice and stuff.
Good.
Real solid truck.
Gauges all work.
Gauges all work. That's good. That's a bonus.
Blinkers.
Okay.
I got the, I don't know if it's in the glove box or not.
You want to come back and get the seat or now?
Probably ought to get it now and just be done with it, right? I'll get it out there. I know it's hot. That's my fault. I had a customer call me from California right after I got off the phone with you, and you know, we had to talk for a while. Got both of the door panels in there. There's the cover for the floor, and the ring for the. Yeah, do you have a box I can put all this small stuff in?
Yeah.
Gary, and then I'll put the seat in there. We'll do another video on this when I get home.
I got visors in it.
Nope.
I don't remember if I had them or not. I was wondering if I had visors.
All right, we're gonna round up some more of the odds and ends for this thing, and I'll get some video rolling it up with my new winch on the trailer. I'm spoiled now. No more come along for this old guy. All right, I'll be back. Got the 64 Ford F100 short bed home. This truck needs a little work, but I would not call this a complete project truck. All the bones are there. Everything you need's there. It just needs some work. And my experience with Terry and Gary, the guys that I've just got 4 trucks from, if they say it runs, it runs. And they say this one sounds really good. Like Terry was telling us, and he knows his Fords. It just needs to bottom end pulled out of it and some rod and main bearings and a new oil pump put in it, but it will start up and run. They said it sounds excellent. It's real sparky sounding. Got a Ford 9-inch rear end, C4 automatic. They've already got the low car shifter in there. We just put the seat in. They gave me new hood hinges for it. They said that's the original seat for it. I've got the door panels. Where are the door panels? Where are the door panels? Oh, there they are. Oh, I was a little worried. I heard something clank when I was going down the road. The gas tank looks real nice in it. Like I said, original seat. He said all the gauges work. And these guys have been very honest with me about their trucks. The cab's real solid. Door bottoms are solid. Well, that one is. I haven't actually looked at the other, but I'm assuming it is. There's a few dents on the bed, but that is a very hard short bed to find, and this is an original short bed truck, not something that's been hacked into one. Gotta assume it costs some money to get those custom wheels made for it, and all the hubcaps match. Got those chrome caps with the V8 emblems in the middle of them. Like I said, I did a video on all 4 of these trucks that I got from these guys a couple months ago. None of them were running then, but they said that all of them ran. We drove 2 of them home. The only one we didn't drive home was that one, which is actually a pretty nice truck, and Terry bought it when it only had 40,000 miles on it. He's had it since it was 4 years old, or 3 years old, and we drove that one up onto the trailer. So if they say this runs, I'm believing them. And I guess they were both telling me, oh, that's that bang I heard. Heard a bang on the way home. Anyway, both Terry and Gary were telling me that it's really hard to find an original 64 grill in that nice a shape. Yeah, glad that happened on the last turn, right before I got here. So, trying to see if there's anything wrong with any of the glass. It's got tinted glass in it. That glass is good. I think the windshield's good in it. Of course, I'll have to clean it up. Sometimes there's a little something hiding that you don't see right off the bat. But yeah, I think that windshield looks pretty good to me. So all the glass is good. Not a rust bucket. Got a couple of dents. Nothing huge or serious. Good. Doors open and close real nice on it. The hood did have a little trouble opening and closing, but those guys gave me a brand new set of hood hinges for it. So 64 Ford short bed, fleet side. Make me an offer. Rick at classictruckrescue.com. And yes, they do have a clear title. They had clear titles for all the trucks that I got from them. Well, we've been having a heat wave here in Oregon, and I've been just busier than a beaver for the last week or so. Rescued altogether 4 trucks, helped a guy clean up his property, set up a swimming pool somewhere for someone, laid out my building, got all my holes drilled for my posts. Had 16 tons of gravel brought in. And I'm just hot, but I just wanted to take a moment to give thanks. And I'm not going into a sermon. I tell people sometimes I like to praise God and give thanks to Him in my videos. Trust me, I don't do it in my videos as much as I do it in just talking out here. And that looks a little rough right now, but this is all we're clearing on the island, and we want to make a little campground here and for our friends and family to come down and tent camp. But that can wait right now. I just wanted to get a clearing established that I could maintain, and we're going to leave all the trees and bushes all the way around just like they are. But we did it used to take Jamie and I 45 minutes minimum to get to the river, and our property's on both sides of the river. We could get to the stream easily, and you've all seen the stream with the wildlife and everything, but it's not really someplace we want to swim with beavers and all the stuff that's in there. But the river is someplace we want to swim. And so this is our little campsite that we made, and made a good road that comes down here all the way from the home site. And we've left this tent up for about 3 weeks, but it's kind of nice to have if you just want to come home and go camping and close the gate. And this is where I'm starting a second tent site for a friend of ours. And this is the swimming hole, and I've been dreaming about this all day. It's been I think it got over 100 today. It's been in the high 90s and hundreds all week, and it's supposed to be for another week. But thanks to that and God, not in that order, but I was getting in the water, and it felt so good because I got so hot today that I thought I would take a moment and just thank God for all the blessings that He's given Jamie and I. She's working outside too, so she's soaking up the AC right now and catching up on her Yellowstone episodes. She's got a thing with Kevin Costner. I know she does. It's alright though. But this is the swimming hole, and it just worked out perfect. And this is the one spot I was trying to reach, and we're gonna leave all that all up and down the riverbank on this side just like it is. And that is our property as well, thank you Lord. But you know what, we're not going to use that. What we are going to do is just weed eat over there, because that's actually a sandy beach. And that's it, because you can walk over there by going right around here. This is this little, we call it swimming hole, fishing hole. There's a lot of fish in here. We just haven't figured out how to catch them yet. But this is also where Jamie and I hacked our way back when we first got the property, and I baptized her right over there. The property goes, I don't know, about 1/8 of a mile that way. And then all this over here, we're gonna leave alone too. And there's a good chunk of property over there, but to be honest, we'll never need that. And there's a lot of wildlife out there, because that's actually a really huge island right there. And we don't need it. And the animals, we see them coming down all the time. When we're over here, we see them coming down the bank over there and drinking water and stuff, and we don't need it. But I would like to clear just the beach right there, in case like we had a big gathering of friends and family or whatever, because you can walk over there if you go around this way. However, right in the middle of this pond, it gets super deep. It's 15 feet deep in the middle. And if you go to the other side of these boulders right here, it's even deeper, because there's a bend in the river right there. And our neighbors on this side actually own, like, I think they own 45 acres. So there's nobody that way. And about, well, we'll just say downstream from here, a long ways, there's a bunch of people pulled over to the side of the road, and if you drive over the bridge where the river goes right there, you can't see water because all you see is a sea of human beings. But to be this close to them, a little far, and nobody's supposed to be over there, and nobody's supposed to be over here, and have this is a blessing. That's a blessing from God, because I do not deserve this, trust me. God has been very good to me. I've been out of prison for over 12 years now. And prior to that, I couldn't do a year of freedom. Too much. Figuring out how to work for what you want and pay your bills like all my friends were doing. But this is my swimming pool that God gave me and Jamie. But anyways, what I was saying is, right here, it's like a big bowl. So it's actually only ankle deep if you go like right there. You can actually see the rocks. But you can walk easily. I'm not even... Alright, here. I'll come up here. Knee deep. Knee deep right there. So you can walk around right here, and it gets shallow. You can go to ankle deep and walk right over there and then over to that beach. But we don't need it. We might need it if we had a whole bunch of friends down here, like some kind of a classic truck rescue, classic truck reunion or anniversary or something. And it would be cool. And the water's just awesome. I've been roasting all day. I had to load that, I loaded up a 64 Ford short bed fleet side on my trailer today. And when I laid on the trailer, it was like laying on a hot skillet. And my chains were like you'd just taken them out of the oven, and the tools were hot. People know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I just wanted to share this because it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing from God, and just so grateful. And the water's so clear and beautiful, and you can see to the bottom. And I sat on my knees in a prison cell praying about this about 15 years ago. God is awesome. Classic Truck Rescue. Amen and peace out.
Little Red Riding Hood.